From Transformers 1, this is the Ultimate Energon Optimus Prime. This is a Walmart exclusive figure, a gimmick figure admittedly, but it's going to take the place of what is essentially the leader class price point of Optimus. Alongside that, he has some design similarities to Brave Commander Optimus Prime, that really nice looking leader class figure being put out by Takara Tomy, but this is a completely different figure. You can see, he just comes in the box. You can put your fingers all over him before you even buy him. Oh, yeah. And then sometimes I'm too stupid even for myself. Jesus, okay. You have the render of the movie here on the side. Here on the back, you got all the stuff. Truck mode that's a little bit rough, but I like the robot mode a lot. And then here, look, it's just Optimus, but for some reason it's like ultra faded. It looks like the box maybe got water damage slightly. But yeah, just a cool little Optimus that I want to review because in just a few days, the movie comes out! And I can't wait for that, so this is to help tide me over. It's Tuesday today, the movie comes out on Thursday, and now let's get to getting this guy out of the box. Guys, I won't lie, first impressions of this figure are really strong. Pull him out of the box and just playing around with him for a second. This might be the best Optimus I've seen from Transformers 1. It's good, it's weighty, the joints are solid, the articulation is good for what it is, and there's just a certain charm to this Optimus that I can't really put my finger on. When you get up close to him, it's just great. The proportions are exactly what you'd want from this design. Alongside that, the head sculpt is really, really well done. It's probably the best Optimus head sculpt I've seen out of any of the Hasbro Transformers 1 figures. It's, of course, accurate to what we've seen of it in the movie, but really, it's just a really solid Optimus head sculpt in general. I wouldn't mind seeing this same head sculpt on, say, maybe a New Generations leader. It's really, really well done. Absolutely characterful, just perfect proportions. The eyes, the nose, the mouth plate. Love it. Love this head sculpt. Alongside that, you'll notice massive block here in the back for light piping. So if we get the light just directly behind, there we go. There we go. Yeah, the light piping comes through pretty well on this guy. Not great. You do have to put the light like right there, but I mean, I dig it. Good little feature. The general proportions of the figure are great throughout. He does have very long legs, but it kind of gives me a little bit of Transformers animated as well as some Japanese super robot aesthetics. By making the legs longer, you actually make Optimus feel larger. You make him feel more grand. It's a trick that they use in animation all the time, and I think it's cool when they actually use it in the toys because it has the same effect. It just makes Optimus feel more fully featured by giving him longer legs. It gives him a sense of scale that doesn't actually exist. Articulation's also pretty solid on the guy. So you have a good ball joint at the head, you get a lot of emotion out of that. You have a universal here in the shoulder, as well as a little bit of side to side. You have an upper arm cut, a good single jointed elbow. You'll notice I just mistransformed him a little bit, that happens. You have, like I said, the swivel, nothing in the wrist, nothing in the waist, universal in the hip though, an upper leg cut, a good single jointed knee, get you past the 90, and then down here, you got side to side, and nothing back and forth. So, about the same amount of articulation that you would get on, say, a Prime Changer or a simpler Transformer, but the range of the joints all give you a lot more motion than you might think. What's helping with that are the accessories. The axe is solid, a bit small, but it does remind me again of Transformers Animated. I quite like it. The other accessory is a little bit less interesting. You have the Matrix of Leadership. This Optimus has no way to actually hold the Matrix. Instead, what you can do is fold up the chest and pop it right there. I hate to say it, right? Because I remember when this was still a brand new and cool feature on Optimus Primes. Every Optimus in Transformers 1 almost has had that Matrix gimmick. It doesn't make this one feel any more special, but at the same time, it is a little bit extra playability. I do wish there was a way maybe he could hold the Matrix, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Here he is alongside my other favorite Optimuses from Transformers 1 so far, at least from Hasbro, that being the Battle Mask, the Studio Series, and the Prime Changer. And I'll say it again, I think this is the best Hasbro-made Transformers 1 Optimus. He has great size, the proportions are solid, and even if you were to shrink this guy down, I do think that the robot mode looks better than either one of our deluxe Optimuses. I'm really taken with him. For 30 bucks, you're getting a really, really, really good figure here. My only question is, how's the vehicle mode? How's the vehicle mode? Unfortunately, the answer is kinda rough. He looks kind of like Squidward's house from SpongeBob on wheels. Those are feet, those are arms. I mean, I think they definitely put all the effort and budget into the robot mode, and the vehicle mode was kind of just, slapped together. I think that's fine. I think that, 30 bucks, you're getting a really solid robot mode, and at least it still does transform. And let's be honest, Cybertronian car modes, they don't have to look great. They're supposed to be alien, right? But yeah, this is probably the weakest one we've seen out of any of the properly transforming Hasbro Orion Paxes. By the way, I need to correct something about the articulation. So he does have a waist joint. You just have to mistransform him to get it. So you have to unhook the pelvis. But yeah, as you can see, when it's locked in, you can't use the waist joint, but it is there. You just have to pop it out of place. Overall, this is a really well done Optimus Prime robot mode. The vehicle mode leaves something to be desired, and the transformation isn't all that interesting. But you're getting a big, beefy robot for, the price of a Voyager. And this guy is easily double the height and about the size, or about the weight, of a typical Generations Voyager. I think that if you're more of a robot mode collector or just want a good, beefy Transformers 1 Optimus, this is probably the best bargain on the market right now. A very well done robot that is going to stand proudly on my Transformers 1 shelf, and it is just making me more excited for this movie, man. I can't wait for it.